After failing to pick up the maximum points against Morecambe and Canby Island, Stevenage got back to winning ways against the Daggers. An own goal and a fine display by George Boyd made for an exciting encounter, with Borough finally snatching the point. In front of the cameras, and with 2,447 packed into Broadhall Way during an international week, Stevenage started brightly. A decent cross by John Nurse. It was only just cleared by Marwa. Both sides seemed to raise their game for this, particularly Stevenage Borough. Some neat pass and move, a final chance inside 10 minutes falling to Marmria, a good save by the keeper Roberts. If they look confident going forward, Stevenage certainly looked shaky at the back. On 20 minutes they could hardly deal with the Glen Southern free kick. The ball loose in the area, Lee Goodwin's shot eventually ricocheting off the crossbar and out. And it was certainly shaky defending that caused the opening goal. Stevenage with a corner, Bullman floating it in, and Ashley Vickers unfortunately putting into the back of his own net. Stevenage Borough 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Anthony Elding has been a prolific scorer for Stevenage in recent seasons, and he was looking to get on the score sheet 4 minutes before the half-time interval. Gregory's cross into the box, Eldinho with the shot, but he couldn't pick his place past the keeper. And as we approached the half-time whistle, it was Eldinho again who should have done better. George Boyd the live wire with the cross from the left-hand side, Elding's header missing the target by a matter of yards. At half-time, Stevenage Borough leading by 1-0, and a bit of razzle-dazzle on the pitch to keep the Broadhall Way faithful entertained. 10 minutes into the second half, and Stevenage Borough's stopper Alan Julian had to be on his toes. First, a brilliant save from Paul Benson's header, and as the ball came in again, an easier catch from Lee Goodwin. On 68 minutes, and the Daggers had a great chance to get an equaliser. Ronnie Henry penalised for bringing down Chris Moore just on the edge of the box. Ronnie Henry getting a yellow card for his troubles. And then, from the ensuing free kick, Chris Moore stepped up to take, drilled one in, but Julian well behind it in the Stevenage goal. The Daggers' tails were up, and just 3 minutes later the breakthrough they wanted with an equaliser. Excellent work by Paul Benson to wriggle round the back. His cross was delightful, Craig McHale-Smith tucking it past the keeper. 1-1 the score. And it was McHale-Smith who nearly got a second, flinging his boot at this cross. It was well wide of Julian's upright. With both teams playing attractive flowing football, the game was certainly there to be won. Stevenage should have done better with this effort 10 minutes from time. Anthony Elding getting his angles all wrong and missing the target. With 2 minutes to go, George Boyd gave us a taste of what was to come as he nearly floated his shot into the top corner, but Tony Roberts followed it all the way in the Dagenham goal. So, on the stroke of the final whistle, Stevenage were to steal the points. The visitors defending deep from a throw-in, a neat little layoff from Danny Williams, and George Boyd was there to blast it in from the near post. The keeper could do nothing, Stevenage clinching it 2-1. Nearly 5 minutes of stoppage time couldn't help the Essex side's cause. At the final whistle, Stevenage Borough 2, Dagenham and Redbridge 1.